Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Carnivore Cabal YouTube channel. This is your Chief Cabalist coming to you from an undisclosed location. And today's hot take is going to be about the concept, or what I would say is the fallacy of disregarding the scale. A lot of folks out there right now are being told by social media, coaches, trainers, a lot of different sources to disregard the scale during at least the beginning phases of your weight loss slash fat loss slash fitness journey. I understand why they're doing that because weight is very finicky. It doesn't come in a smooth linear line when you're losing or gaining. There's a lot of ups and downs, and it can often be frustrating. Here's the issue that I think that you should consider, though, when you're being given that advice. And I'll start by saying that I'm not a trainer, I'm not a coach, and I don't intend to ever portray myself as one. I'm just here to give you something to think about. And I'm going to include some facts that I'm very confident in sharing with you. Okay. Uh, when you are making an attempt to lose a significant amount of fat, okay, you are also making an attempt to lose a significant amount of weight. And the reason for that is I'll give myself as an example. When I was 250 pounds, I knew that I had 50 pounds of fat to lose. Now, would I have loved to have replaced that 50 pounds of fat with 50 pounds of muscle? Absolutely. Even with my thin frame, I'd look like a beast like Sean Baker if I did that. But it's not in my genes to do that necessarily. And I knew that I had to lose a significant amount of fat, and that at the same time, maintaining my existing muscle mass and even attempting to add a little bit was going to be a struggle. Because guess what, folks? Gaining muscle is not easy. Anybody in the bodybuilding world, coaches or competing bodybuilders, will tell you it's very difficult to add muscle. And it's extremely difficult to do it while you're attempting to lose fat at the same time. It's not impossible. We've certainly found that with this diet, some body recompensation is plausible. But here's the problem. If you have significant fat to lose, you have significant weight to lose, because you're not going to be able to replace that fat with muscle on a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay. In my case, I'll tell you, if I had maintained my lean body mass and hopefully gained a little bit of muscle, I'd have been thrilled to be able to gain 5 pounds of muscle. Okay. So that 50 pounds of fat was not going to be replaced with 50 pounds of muscle. It's just not going to happen. It's difficult if you're not maintaining a very strict weight training program. And it's difficult for females because the hormones are different. You don't have the testosterone, and we all know that idea that you're going to get too bulky as a female is silly, because it's very difficult to gain lean muscle as a female, and it's not easy for men either. It's just not easy. It doesn't happen the way it does in the bodybuilding magazines. Okay, so your 50 pounds of fat or your 30 pounds is not going to be replaced with 30 pounds of muscle. Okay, you're going to hopefully maintain what you have and maybe add a couple of pounds of muscle in the 6 or 8 months that it might take you to lose a significant amount of weight. So my fear is that we're throwing the baby out with the bathwater by telling folks to simply disregard the scale and pay attention to how your clothes fit. You're giving yourself a participation trophy. It makes you feel good. Oh, it doesn't matter that the scale's not moving, but you're not winning the battle. You're not making progress. Again, if you have a significant amount of weight to lose. If you're down to where you're just trying to reconfigure your body with a 5-pound of fat that you want to replace with muscle, okay, you're getting closer to be able to possibly do it on a 1-to-1 ratio. But that's, again, very, very small numbers. If you have 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds to lose, it's going to be fat, hopefully, and it's not going to be replaced with muscle. So think about this. Instead, use that scale and track your weight, and be comfortable with the fact that it's not going to be a straight line. I like to use an app that has a moving average. I have one called Happy Scale that I use, and I understand it's only available on the iPhone. But if you can find one with a moving average, that'll give you a little bit better picture of how your weight loss or how your fat loss is going. Don't get hung up on it being a daily thing, but you can weigh yourself daily. I do that. And I keep a moving average, and I do that to maintain now that I've reached my prime weight. And I did it while I was losing. It's not valid advice, I don't believe, to just flat out say disregard the scale. Keep it in perspective, but don't disregard it completely. And that's my hot take today. And this is your Chief Kabbalist. I'm going to sign off. Just think about that, ponder it. Again, something to think about from a different angle. And don't forget, folks, don't sweat the small stuff.